User onboarding, ProjectWise design review basics, creating an iModel, and design file connection. When you first click the design review cube icon, you will be taken to a page like this, where you can create your first iModel. If you can't view this page, it's possible that you do not have permission to view iModels on the current project. In this case, talk to the creator of the project or the administrator for the project. An iModel is a container file for many types of data. We will create an empty container and then create connections that feed data from native design files into the iModel. ProjectWise 365 projects can have more than one iModel. If you already have iModels in the project, you will see them listed as tiles on this main design review screen. Click the blue button that says New to create a new iModel. Give your iModel a name, and optionally you can add a description up to 255 characters and an image in JPEG or PNG format up to 5 megabytes. You can also set the maximum extent or the bounding box for your iModel. Do this using the map. This helps to keep the iModel clean, and it helps the viewer to center on the correct area when viewing. Click Create. Now you're taken back to the main design review screen and you have a tile for the new iModel. If you included a picture and description, they will be visible along with the name. Now to create a connection. This is the process of connecting native design file geometry and data to your iModel. Click the ellipsis menu and choose Connections. The next time you click the Connections button, you will see a list of the existing connections with the options to change or delete existing connections or to add new connections. Click the Create Connection button. To create a connection, you need to complete the 5 steps. So let's step through that process. In step 1, you must choose where the design files are stored that you want to connect to. If you are using ProjectWise 365 standalone, you only get one option, Documents. Select this option and move on to step 2. If you're using ProjectWise 365 with ProjectWise Design Integration, you should choose the work area connection if that has been already created. If not, you might want to go back to the project settings and add the work area connection before continuing. In step 2, you'll see a list of folders at the top level of your project documents or work area. Click through the folder structure or use the search bar to find the design file or files you want to connect to. In this example, I'm searching for all the DGN files in the project that I have permission to see, and I'm going to connect 2 of them. In step 3, you need to choose which file is to be used to set the coordinate system. It's possible that you have survey drawings or a master file that you know has a geocoordinate system set. If you're not sure, just choose the main file. You can always edit the connection later. For step 4, you need to select the correct processor for each file. There are various connectors which process files slightly differently depending on the source of the native file. Choose the correct one for each file. I have 2 DGNs. One of them was created in OpenRoads, so I will choose the civil connector, and one was created in MicroStation, so I will choose the MicroStation connector. The options you get are contextual, so if you have a Revit file, you will use the Revit connector. If you have a DWG, it will ask you if you want to use the Civil 3D connector or the AutoCAD connector. And finally, step 5. Here you will name the connection. This will help you to remember what design files you are connecting into the iModel without going into each connection. And lastly, you need to set the update schedule. This tells the system how often it should check the design files for updates. The most frequent is every 4 hours, or you can set it to check daily on a given hour or weekly on a given day and hour. Click Next and you're taken to the iModel Connections page. Here you will see all the connections for this iModel and various options for managing the connections. If it hasn't already started, you can click Sync to run the initial pull of data from the design files into the iModel. Once this is complete, you can view it in the Design Review application.
If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. If you want to see more such series, consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you, and see you next time.